So this video is just us talking about things like restrictive or intense programs that people try to do that may or may not be beneficial. Something like 75 hard that we've had a couple of our clients do that like I didn't agree with, but I wasn't gonna stop them because they were trying to make a change and they still had somebody to guide them on their journey. So I really just wanted this to be a discussion on things like 75 hard. What are your thoughts?
I think there can be a time and place in general. I think they can end up being too restrictive, and then when people are done with them, they kind of just like fall off of what they're doing.
100%.
It can be like possibly a starting point for a person or like just something to try, but like, yeah, I think they can be overly restrictive, and then they kind of like the example of like if you have a super strict parent and then the kid goes off to college and they wild out, kind of that situation.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I said to one of our clients that was on 75 hard. Yes, do this, you have us to support you, but I don't want you to get back on the horse of just like drinking a shit ton because you restricted yourself from not drinking at all. Now, if you feel like it's a huge problem where you're drinking every day and it's 12 o'clock, 12 noon, and it's just to help you get through the day, we probably should go on something like 75 hard just to get you back to a normal cycle. But we don't want to fall back off the wagon and go back down that path of destruction like that 18-year-old kid that's in college. You have any thoughts?
I would agree with everything like you said. I think it's like good if you just like want to challenge yourself, but like it's not sustainable over long periods of time.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of pointless in the sense of like you can't sustain it. So if you do it and you go, great, I did it, and you go back to what you're doing, then like why did you do it?
Yeah, what was the point of
Yeah,
it?
like you pretty much wasted your time.
Yeah.
And like calling it out is, I think in moderations of taking bits of it and like doing like, you know, you got to learn how to walk, then you jog, then you run, then you sprint, you know what I mean? Like doing it over time, that's a lot more sustainable. It's kind of like a diet if you think about it. Like a lot of people will do like dietary stuff and be like, oh, I have to do this, and then they complete it and then they go back to what they're doing, and all the weight that they lost, like they put it back on. It's kind of the same deal, but with fitness.
I would say it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
So when somebody comes in and they want to lose 30 pounds, that 30 pounds, you didn't put it on in 2 months. Why do we need to take it off in 2 months?
Yeah.
Like, what is the point of that? We want to develop those healthy lifestyles, make it stick. Now, if we're losing that 30 pounds in 2 months, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I'm all about it, especially if we're not losing muscle mass in that process.
Yeah.
But the process is what you kind of have to fall in love with, and that is our job, is to teach people that process, falling in love with that process instead of just that end result, getting that carrot every time.
Yeah, like I would also add too, like a lot of those like challenges are like motivational based, and like motivation only takes you so far.
Yeah.
If you're only motivated, you might lose that motivation, but if you're not changing your life habit, then there's no long-term success.
Staying consistent.
Yeah. So like we need the life change habits, not motivated to do something. You can be motivated to start, but it needs to like go into something deeper, because motivation isn't going to long-term help you.
And those reasons of why we're doing it in the first place, those really matter. So if it's something like I want to look good in a swimsuit, that's probably not going to stick very long.
No.
Because other things like candy are all around us all the time. So we need to really focus on the things of, well, I want to be strong for my kids, or I need to be strong to be a good example, to be healthy, to like not have to rely on anybody else but for myself. But there's a lot of reasons why it's good to have a good, consistent program, not one that is a sprint from the gate.